Welcome to this edition of SAU Magazine, a weekly program featuring news, profiles, sports, commentary, interviews, and special events, all coming to you from the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Leah Steelman.
And I'm Viola Freeman.
4 finalists are announced for the SAU presidency. One finalist is Dr. William McHenry. He is the Assistant Commissioner for Academic Affairs for the Mississippi Institutions of Higher Learning. An SAU graduate majoring in chemistry, McHenry would be SAU's first African American president. A second finalist is Dr. David Rankin, Dean of the School of Business Administration at SAU.
A third finalist is Dr. Robert Houston. He is the Vice President for Academic Affairs at Henderson State University. A fourth finalist is Dr. Valjean Dunham. He is Dean of the School of Natural and Applied Sciences at Coastal Carolina University. On-campus interviews with each finalist will take place before final exam week. The final selection will be made by the SAU Board of Trustees.
2 international students from Russia are completing a semester of study at SAU. Kate Andreeva and Julia Krolnova attend a university in Moscow. In addition to cultural changes, they have also noticed differences in the American educational system. They both study languages and education, including English, German, and Spanish. The students will return home on December 19th, but say they will miss all the friends they have made here. SAU has an exchange program for Russian students.
The bell tower will soon light up the night sky. It will once again serve as the world's largest holiday candle. SAU will host the annual Candles, Carols, and Caring celebration on Thursday, November 29th. It will be held along with the Magnolia Christmas Parade, which begins at 4:30 p.m. The SAU choir will sing carols in front of Overstreet Hall. Carolers will move to the SAU bell tower. It will be illuminated with more than 1,000 red and gold bulbs. A dinner then takes place in the Brew Center.
A number of SAU students are non-traditional. The definition is a student 22 years of age or older who has been out of school for 5 years. About 10% of SAU students fit into this category. The SAU Non-Trads recently took part in National Non-Traditional Student Week. Most SAU non-trads are commuters who desire lockers for safekeeping valuables and tables for socializing. The organization hopes to recruit future students from Magnolia.
The 4th annual Fall Fest was highlighted by a chili cook-off. 13 types of chili were sampled in the Brew Center. Winning the People's Choice Award was Sigma Tau Gamma. The winner for the best booth was the International Student Organization. In a separate vote, a group of judges also awarded Sigma Tau Gamma first place. Each group was responsible for cooking 3 gallons of chili. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Viola Freeman.
And I'm Leah Steelman.
With an SAU profile, I'm Tasha Hicks. 'Tis a season to sniffle. With that in mind, this week's profile focuses on the Office of Student Health Services. SAU has an on-campus medical clinic to take care of students who cannot see their regular doctors. Registered nurse practitioner Judy Hines is the director of the clinic. Students who are feeling ill can get checkups, first aid, and blood pressure checks, as well as numerous clinic services. Students can get allergy shots, and Nurse Hines can prescribe medication if needed. Wellness verification slips are given to any student who misses class while being seen by the clinic. There is no charge for a checkup. All major health problems are referred to Magnolia Hospital. With the cold and flu season here, Student Health Services gets its share of patients. Nurse Hines and the health staff are available at flexible hours to care for student aches and pains. With an SAU profile, I'm Tasha Hicks.
SAU Sports, I'm Julie Hillidge.
And I'm Liz Mattern.
The Riders opened their 2001-2002 basketball season with a 106-59 exhibition win over Lemoyne-Owen College. 4 of SAU's starters scored in double figures. Sean Mason led with 29, Brian Biley 24, Leandre Gibson 12, and Robert Chapman 10. SAU shot 57% from the field in the first half and 63% in the second, and had a 36-22 rebound advantage. The Riders opened regular season play on the road against Lemoyne-Owen on Saturday.
With a little hocus pocus, the Riders put a spell on the Lemoyne-Owen Magicians Saturday night, winning their first regular season game 83-70. All-Gulf South Conference guard Sean Mason pulled down 14 rebounds and scored 33 points. Larry Borkin and Marquis Fair had 17 points each, and Earl Fisher added 10. Terry Rogers had 11 rebounds and Vomo Walker 10. Tuesday, the Riders play at home against Southeastern Oklahoma State University.
In their season opener against Texas A&M Commerce, the Riderettes pounced on the Lady Lions, winning 79-70. After the first half, the Riderettes led 31-26 and fought to keep the 9-point lead during the second half. SAU had only 19 turnovers compared to 27 for the visitors, and the Riderettes led in steals 14-9. Tuesday night at 6, the Riderettes play at home against Louisiana College.
5 members of the SAU football team were chosen 2001 first and second team All-Gulf South Conference. Center Trey Lavelle, a senior, is a 4-year starter and is expected to repeat as an all-region selection. First team senior linebacker Eddie Key of Longview, Texas, was recently awarded an $18,000 postgraduate National Honor Scholarship. 3 Riders earned second team honors: wide receiver Nick Lewis, linebacker Tim Rose, and cornerback Carl Buckner. SAU Sports, I'm Liz Mattern.
And I'm Julie Hillidge.
With commentary, I'm Jennifer Hubbard.
And I'm DeAnna Young.
Teachers are required to include an attendance policy in their syllabi, but is it really necessary for teachers to check roll every class meeting?
If a teacher is going to check roll, he or she should either check it every day or not at all.
Currently, SAU's attendance policy requires that a student miss no more than the equivalent of 1 week of class or face being dropped from the course.
Some freedom should come when a person enters college.
Since the students pay for classes they are enrolled in, they should be able to decide if they care enough about their grade to attend class.
Students who really want to excel will attend class without someone making them, or will spend the time outside of class to learn the material.
The ultimate consequence is failure of the class. Attendance should not dictate the grade a person will make.
Recently, a Student Issues Forum survey was held about the attendance policy. Most students agree that it is not necessary. With commentary, I'm DeAnna Young.
And I'm Jennifer Hubbard.
With an SAU Police Log, I'm Shelley Glover.
And I'm Elizabeth Ray.
On October 31st, Josh Lester reported the back window of his vehicle was broken out. The vehicle was parked in front of the weight room along East Lane. There are no suspects at this time.
On November 7th, Morgan Hooten and Crystal Edwards had a motor vehicle accident at North Washington and West University.
Damage to property was done when Cedric Brooks and Nicholas Lewis, both SAU students, accidentally broke out a cafeteria window on November 7th.
Hit and run on November 8th, Shamika Roy reported an unknown person struck her vehicle while it was parked in the Overstreet lot at approximately 10 a.m.
On November 12th, a disturbance took place in the Harrod Hall lobby between Jessica Smith, an SAU student, and Napoleon Anderson, a non-student. During the argument, Ms. Smith threatened Mr. Anderson with a knife. Mr. Anderson stated he did not want to press criminal charges in the matter. It was also determined Mr. Anderson was wanted in Lafayette County for failure to comply and domestic battery. He was arrested and transported to the Columbia County Jail by Officer Joe Ray.
A motor vehicle accident occurred on November 8th on East Lane at the weight room parking lot between Heath McKinley and Austin Taylor.
A walk-in escort service is available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. To request an escort, call extension 4100. Give your name, social security number, and the nearest exit door to your location. Student patrol or a police officer will meet you at that building door and walk with you to any area on campus. Student patrol works at night in resident hall parking areas to provide extra safety for student vehicles. Presentations for organizations are available, including but not limited to alcohol awareness, sexual assaults, self-defense for women. UPD tailors presentations to meet the needs of organizations.
With an SAU Police Log, I'm Elizabeth Ray.
And I'm Shelley Glover.
I'm Matt Gatlin with job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. TANS Unlimited is accepting applications for customer service attendants. Requirements for the position include good people skills, a neat appearance, dependability, and sales and cash handling. Preferred work hours are 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Applicants who can work those hours on limited days such as Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Tuesday and Thursday will be considered. The Office of International Students and Upward Bound wants qualified SAU drivers. They will transport international and high school students to events and activities. Drivers must be 21 or older, be able to pass an Arkansas driver's record check, and they must possess car insurance. To apply for these positions, contact April Blaskowski in the Upward Bound office or Wayne Garner in the Office of International Students. I'm Matt Gatlin with job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Bo Callaway.
And I'm George Stricker.
The exhibit Memoirs was recently held in the Brinson Art Gallery. The series of images depicted African American cowboys. The artist, Harlow Hodges, is also a professor here at SAU. Memoirs was presented in conjunction with the Frontier in American Culture exhibit, now on display in the McGale Library. This exhibit is free and open to the public and will be on display until December 14th.
Sigma Tau Delta is looking for books. Written or audio books are being solicited. Sigma Tau Delta will be sponsoring a book sale before the end of the fall semester. The organization is involved in a number of fundraising drives during the academic year. Books can be hard or paperback. They are welcome from any genre, any language, from any period. For further information about the book sale, contact Dr. Shannon Schrader.
Members of the Heritage and Chamber Singers at Southern Arkansas University are preparing for the upcoming season. Each week, the Heritage Singers meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to practice and hone their vocal skills. The Chamber Singers, described as the best of the best by Director of Choral Activities at SAU, Dr. Ronald Hall, meet each Tuesday and Thursday. Performances include the Holiday Celebration at 5 p.m. on Thursday, November 29th, at the SAU Brew Center. The Madrigal Feast at 6:30 p.m., November 30th and December 1st at the First United Methodist Church. The Christmas Concert at 4 p.m., Sunday, December 9th at the church, and the Spring Concert scheduled for Sunday, March 10th. To prepare for these performances, members are required to stretch and exercise their voices, similar to how athletes warm up prior to taking the field. They also have numerous outside practices to help them prepare for each performance. Although this is his first semester at the university level, Hall says he is not looking to make any big changes at this time. And that's this week's entertainment news.
SAU broadcast journalism students produce informative television programs for viewers in Southwest Arkansas. The SAU Report features interviews with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. It is seen each week in Magnolia on TCA Cable Channel 13. Camden residents can see the SAU Report each morning on Cable Channel 16. Tens of thousands of cable television households in Southwest Arkansas watch the program on KTSS-TV Channel 55 in Hope. The SAU Report not only serves as a learning tool for broadcast journalism students, but serves to inform the region about institutional events and personalities. Some editions of SAU Magazine feature audio segments from these television programs. Be sure and watch the SAU Report on your local cable television service. Informative viewing, provocative subject matter. The SAU Report.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Daniel Nickerson. Monday, the 26th of November, students will resume classes after coming back from Thanksgiving break. On Tuesday, the 27th, at 7:30, the second theater production of the semester will take place in Harton Theater. The production will play through Thursday, the 29th. Also on the 29th, the Residence Hall Association will host its 18th annual Celebration of Lights. Friday the 30th, the SAU Choir will host its 8th annual Madrigal Feast at First United Methodist Church at 6:30 p.m. It is sponsored by the Department of Music. The title of their presentation is Sleepless in the Castle. Entertainment will be provided by the SAU Chamber Singers. Also during the week, finalists for the SAU presidency will conduct on-campus interviews. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.